The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Tom O'Brien. Dow Industrials right now are up 30. You get the NASDAQ up 5. S&Ps are up 5. Gold up 350. We have the platinum still getting whacked. Platinum's down $6 at 8.57. You got copper down 5 pennies at 2.11 a pound. Light sweet crude is approaching that $40 area. We're down 23 ticks at 40.50. Bonds, bottom line, you get the 10-year up 8 ticks, the 30 up 10 ticks. They both are moving topside with volume once again. King dollar's up 233 ticks, 99.32, and the euro is down 60 at 107. And, you know, it's always a tough deal. You get Paris, you look at the markets. What always blows my mind is my take is that the downdraft had already started, but it always seems like something happens, in between it, And last night, when this happened Friday, I'm saying to myself, okay, the futures, Sunday night, that's going to be problematic at a certain point. And when I was sleeping last night, all night long, he said, you know what, the central banks are going to be buying this all night long to stabilize the market in general. Do you know what I mean? But
I don't know if they did or they didn't, though, because nothing's happened even this morning, just so as, the market's up right now. And we're 45 minutes into trading with the open, let alone last night, so...
Yeah, my take would be that they got it stabilized somewhat. I don't think that's going to make a difference, in this downdraft. But I hear you.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just,
sorry. Yeah.
No, you don't have to be sorry. It's just a matter of that's their job basically. Do you know what I mean?
It is. I think we would have seen more volatility if there was rampant fear in the market and the FOMC was in there buying to stabilize. That was my. But your take is that they did it so well, they covered everything. And
no, they haven't covered it. To me, what has happened...
Well, if they were in there buying to cover, they've definitely covered it because it looks like there's nothing that's happened at all.
Right.
So they've definitely covered it. If you're saying there was selling that they're covering by being in there buying,
That's right.
It was pretty seamless then. That's all my point is.
Yeah. Well, see, I understand what you're saying, but if we take a look at this, right? So if we pull this up, and we just look first at the futures, right? And, well, here, I'll go last night. So we take a look at this, and ESC 5. So, you had a gap down last night, and there was no juice on it, and it was like, okay, man. Is this really going to get blown apart? Then you get a nice counter-trend bounce, still no juice, and then like all night long. And this first, get-go topside was pretty decent.
Yeah. I mean, my reply would be that we're talking about a 10 S&P point trading range with. That's.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, man, I understand. I mean,
it's like a half hour on any given day.
Oh, it is. No, and
so.
And how we've been trading anyway.
Right, that's what I mean. I mean,
I
thought you would have seen something
dramatic.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. On Friday, folks, what we did get, right across all the indices. In fact, the only indice that was up on Friday, which was pretty wild, was the IBB, and it's flat out here today. But if you take a look at the SPY, if you take a look at the NDX 100, all of the above, they came down, and they came down with some juice. So we did 153 million on the, and you're going into 174 million. You had that expansion, though, man. So it'll be intriguing to see how this thing shakes out this coming week. Inside the NDX 100 price line is the culprit out here today. That's down $50, which makes sense. Facebook that's down 235. You got Electronic Arts down $1.52, and Biomedical is down 205. What you did have out here, and this is going to be pretty cool, because what you're going to be able to get is who is selling what, because the 13F filings have come in. So if we go over to Walmart, what you're going to see, I just heard this morning, so I know that Buffett was selling this, but let me see who else. Yeah, Berkshire Hathaway. There she is. So this is going to be pretty intense.
Yeah, that doesn't look. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, it doesn't look. I looked first on the right, and I'm like, oh, that's the biggest number on the right, you know, minus 4 million shares. And then you look on the left, though, as to how much they own.
And that's a problem.
Yeah, well, yeah. That doesn't mean that they're selling that much if they sold. I mean, what is that? Less than 10% of their entire position, you know. But yeah, no, they own a lot of it.
Right.
They own 2% of the company, 2% of Walmart.
So the filing, folks, is that Buffett sold 4.1 million, but he has 63 million left.
Yeah.
That's where the problem comes in, though. When people start selling, it's like, oh my God, hold it. You know, does that mean
sell all those shares?
Or does he want to get out?
Right.
He's claiming this morning. He put Becky Quick had called him. For CNBC, and he's claiming that that was I just wanted to sell that because he was buying Precision or something.
Okay.
And it wasn't part of the insurance portion of it. But you also had State Street selling it.
Now these are two different dates that are lining up.
Every single. Now watch how this goes. The one, what we're looking at, folks, is this. The first one, Tommy was saying, there's two different dates: 9/30/15. And that is the filing. It's 45 days after the filing, after the end of the quarter, that they have to disclose it. So the disclosure was over the weekend, all right? The second, the one above that is actually more serious. The one above that is, and this, different companies do this differently. That's State Street Corporation. Now, more than likely, the State Street Corporation one probably is in ETFs that they run. That's what I'm thinking, okay? They're a sponsor of ETFs. They filed, and they've been 11/13, so they filed last week that they sold again.
Okay.
That's what that is. And what really was really cool is this: when you see most of the time, no, all of the time, if they own over 5%, they have to file immediately, right? A couple of the big firms like that, and State Street does it. When they sell or buy, they do it immediately anyway. But when you see someone that over 5%, you see the continual selling, it's like, okay, man, you know, they're getting out.
Yeah. BlackRock's buying on the same regard, so that's interesting
right
as well.
That's right, and that's probably another ETF too. You see what I'm saying? Because BlackRock's a big sponsor of ETFs. In fact, they're the largest owner of ETFs. BlackRock is. State Street also is a trustee of a lot of ETFs.
Okay.
You know, so, and then we can go like this, and we can see that, okay, what? So Fidelity was a buyer. Look at that.
They're a big buyer in terms of their position.
Yeah.
They basically
4.4 million.
They increased their position by like 50%. They had about 10 million shares before it, and they bought 5 million.
Right. That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
And then the sellers, look at all those sellers, though. Oh my God, that's a lot. Well, we're looking at this list, folks, and it goes down pretty extensively. Meaning, you know, 5 million, 4 million, 4 million, 4 million, 3 million, and then because if we switch that around, you know.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
If we go into the, so what you also have, we go into IBM for a second, because IBM is one of Buffett's larger positions. And I was listening, he was claiming he was buying it this morning, but let's just see what he bought. Okay, so it's a big position, oh my God. So he owns 81 million shares, and he bought an additional 1.4 million.
Yeah.
And who knows what his...
That's only since 45 days ago.
That's correct, right. It's prior to 45.
Right, that's as of
exactly
45 days.
So what we don't know is that what is the position, his average cost. That's what you don't know, because IBM has been a disaster. There's, you know,
yep.
You're talking 210, I believe it's 210. Yeah, 215, you know, one-way shot. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. The markets in general, you know, we'll see whether this bounces out here on lighter volume or not. You know, thus far, if we go take a look at the SPY, Well, the SPY actually got to a lower low. So this would be what ends up happening inside the SPY is that if the volume expands, or actually, if volume contracts, that would be saying you're going to get a bounce, because we had a rejection of lower price thus far. We go into the Qs. We take a look at the Qs. They look like they probably also have a lower low, right? Friday's low is 109.78. We are 109.48. So NQZ5. So these Qs, the NQs right now are going to try to get over this high from the first bounce this morning. We'll see whether they can do it. The first bounce this morning, when you take a look at the 45.14, we're at 16 right now. That's 19,000 contracts. And what do we got? Doesn't look like it's going to do it with volume, because thus far we're already at 19. We're 9 minutes into it. Gold,
gold's up a little bit.
Yeah, and gold had a good spike.
Gold's up, oil's down.
Yeah,
oil's been down every day.
Oil. So let's go look at that market, because if we take a look at that market, look at that, man. Oil's going after its low. So oil's, well, actually, I'm not looking at the low right now, but it just broke where the strength came off on the 27th, 40.57. So the low thus far is 39.22. Pretty intense. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials are up 55, Nasdaq's up 10, S&Ps are up 7.5, gold's up 4.10, bonds 10 years up 7, the 30 years up 9 ticks. We're gonna be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 76, Nasdaq's up 16, S&Ps are up 11. And, you still have these retailers getting hit. You got Dillard's down 6%, 462. Let's go take a look at Macy's. You know what Macy's is having, folks? Macy's is having, they're probably all having it, but the sale on Macy's, they got a doorbuster sale going on tomorrow. It's huge. We were talking about sales last week, right?
Yeah.
So I started in the Sunday paper, and I have the paper with me, actually. So pillows that were $40 are $10 before 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then they go to, after 2 o'clock, they go to $20 again. There's some deals that are, like, unbelievable. I mean, they're getting rid of merchandise ASAP, man.
You know, the tough part with that, though, is that, and I have a Macy's card, is that they have some kind of deal that sounds like it's only 12 hours every single day of the week. I get the emails.
I know.
And the Sunday flyer, and I'm putting it out there before. Right. I get emails every day where I'm like, this is just a joke to the point where, today's the day.
I agree. No, I went there yesterday because I thought the sale was yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, but I know what you're saying, that they always have sales.
It's always.
But at 75% off for stuff that you need is a good deal.
Yeah, right. No, for sure.
I mean,
right.
Because you can't think of it as there was a $40 pillow. I agree. But it's a $20 pillow.
Right,
Even
and
when
if
it's
it
on
is,
sale,
that's great.
And it's $9.99.
Right, no, for sure.
Well, I happen to know those things that I'm looking at. No, I agree, though. Yeah. Because what ended up happening is that I thought when I was reading the paper that it was yesterday. Okay, so we went all the way there.
You thought it was...
I thought it was for Sunday.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So for all the short-term units, I'm saying to myself, this is a no-brainer, man.
Sure.
Give me 40 pillows.
Sure.
40 pillows,
sure.
And so, needless to say, they're saying, no, it's not. And I said, okay, well, we'll come back. But the same thing, there's plenty of stuff that was on sale, but just like you said, that there's always a sale.
Always.
Especially on...
That ends like that day.
Right, exactly. And it's always on household goods, it seems. You know what I mean?
I think it's on, like, everything.
Yeah.
So, close to everything. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
So if we take a look, let's go take a look at Dillard's DDS.
And that kind of goes to the same thing, JCPenney. I mean, they have a sale every single day, too. Everything's a sale. Amazon has, what did they just come out that they're doing all those sales where they expire like every hour?
Look at that. My God. It was as low as 68 this morning. It's like, man, we're not going to be buying. Look at this, though. It's just amazing. Dillard's, folks, traded at 72, and it looks like 54 is going to be game. The high, the last time we had any juice on the way up was August of 2011. Now, that August of 2011 is dangerous because the market itself, okay, we were looking at the market. I was looking specifically at the market wanted to test the lows of October of 2014. So we got that test, and that test was at volume. Well, the next high volume spike in all the indices is August of 2011.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we go over and we take a look at the SPY, you put the SPY up here.
Yeah, I was just telling you.
I was in the wrong
screen.
one, right? If we take a look at the SPY and we put this up, look at that. That's, yeah, there it is. That's August. And it sticks out like a sore thumb. That's a long way from where we are. There's no doubt about that, man.
Yeah, and it's, there's a lot of other stocks that are carrying those indices.
Yeah.
Like the Apple and Google and Amazon that we talk about.
No doubt. No doubt.
While those retailers are obviously having problems right now.
Yeah. Let's go to Brian in Jackson, Mississippi. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Oh, man, just getting off to a good Monday morning. How about you guys?
Same thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Hey, I'm looking at gold here. Short term, you think it'll hold this 1073 area, or what do you think? Your opinion?
I do. I like this area. I mean, depending on, what you're looking at, whether it's the metal, or the equities, it's like, like today, it got up to that, 1097, hasn't been able to hold it. So that's really saying that, hey, guess what? It'll go after that low from last week again. But when I look at where we are right now, we are testing we bring this all the way back and take it on the monthly. What we're doing is that we're testing the breakout area from 09. Just hang with us for a second, Brian, all right?
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome, man. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You get the Dow up 55, Nasdaq's up 7, S&Ps are up 7.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're looking for a great opportunity to diversify your financial portfolio and hedge against the falling stock market, consider the new market-safe Metals Hedge CD from Everbank. This 5-year indexed U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to metals with gold and silver components and allows you to hedge against falling equities with a short component on the SPY ETF. You can earn up to 45% capped upside payment at maturity if gold and silver increase in value and the SPY ETF decreases across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on the CD. Don't let fallen markets get you down. Get the Metals Hedge CD. The November 12th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We hit the Dow up 45, Nasdaq's up 2, S&Ps are up 6.5. We're talking with Brian from Jackson, Mississippi, and we are talking gold. So, are you looking to buy the metal? Tell me how you're looking to trade this.
Well, I was just looking at the charts. I'm actually on the Nadex platform. I was looking at the 1083 level.
Okay.
As far as a buy for the 1230 expiration.
1230.
Well, 130 expiration.
Yeah, right.
130 my time, and I was thinking about putting in, a call on, buy on that, but and longer than that, actually, was thinking about, the 1073 level on a daily basis or weekly basis.
Yeah. So, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, it's a great platform to trade on, particularly trade gold on, because the spreads are so small. You can just check it out on our website. I wouldn't pull the trigger right now, Brian, on this one. I'm bullish on it, okay? But I'm glad you just told me what you were doing, because I traded on the Nadex platform too, and this is why. So I have it up, and what you have, folks, is this. At the low of today of 1083, that's a high volume spike, and it's just like the way that's like set up. What we don't have is that what I like to see is this. I like to see some spikes up above here, and we don't have any. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, hold it, man. It's like we got this spike down here from Friday at 1078, where you look and it's like, hold it, man. I suspect it wants to get down there first. Now the danger, even tomorrow, looking at this, is that we still don't have a spike up. So what I like to see first is that make it prove itself. You got to spike up, and then you back down. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But so that being said, I own gold right now, and I like the trade. But I wouldn't trade that intraday right now because of that. Because it looks to me, like I said at the beginning of the show, my take is that the central banks, they got to stabilize this thing, and they're going to basically be in this market for a few days, pushing the thing around. It's not going to matter in the longer term. And in fact, to me, in the longer term, there's going to be so much money. They're not going to be able to go up on rates. They're going to keep throwing money at the marketplace, and they're going to want inflation to go because, they're all scrambling basically as to, where, how economies are going to grow, what are they going to do, So I think the larger issue is that the money's already been pushed out here, but I think it's going to continue to get pushed out here. And the real key is going to be, will we spend it? And what ends up happening is that I think people get tighter, because that 2007 deal, man, I mean, people got hurt. You know, it's like, oh, you have extra money. It's like, hey, you better have some money in your pocket just in case this comes right around the corner again.
Yeah.
You know?
But on a weekly basis, by the end of the week, does it look like, in your opinion, this 1073 might hold as far as on a weekly contract?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, every which way I look at this gold market, man, guess what? It takes 10 tons of dirt to get an ounce of gold out of the thing. That's what it cost. Every time we've come down to those levels on a technical deal, it's rejected it. On the monthly deal, you're talking about rejecting it with dramatic lighter volume. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, man, there's no sellers here. And then just as a common sense deal, it's like, okay, do you believe in paper? Do you believe in a hard asset? And so that where my head goes with that is that the bottom line is that inflation means hard assets are worth more money.
Well, I'm just going to kind of be patient then and kind of wait for that to pull back to the 1073 level, and then maybe look at pulling the trigger then.
Right. And this. So, Brian, have you traded on the Nadex platform before?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So watch. This is what I like to see. Right. Let's pull this back up again, because what should happen is this: if in between the 1073 that we're looking down here, right? You get that spike. What you'd love to see is that somewhere, between now and Friday, you get a spike upward, right, with volume. Because see, today you didn't have a spike upward with volume, man. That thing spiked overnight, and there's no juice up there. So you get the spike upward, and you have some juice, right? And then all of a sudden it backs all the way into there from the 12th with light volume. Now you have a target price that you can look at, and I think your probability goes up dramatically at that particular point. You know what I mean?
I got you.
And I think what you'll have happen is that it's, coming into the weekends, it was interesting that gold held this Friday because they could have killed it, and it held. So we always know Fridays are, pretty dangerous in the market for them, in the metals market, because the dollar. See, the dollar is saying out here today that the dollar has finished its ABC structure on the way up. We only have 17,000 contracts. Coming into, I believe when we hit the highs up here, it was like 40-something thousand contracts. And 49,000 contracts. That's when it hit 99.47. It was 99.98. That was the A to B equals C to D. We hit 99.60. Then we backed off that right there, meaning 2 days ago. How we came down with 44,000. That's saying, it's real possible that the dollar is going to do a retracement. It's finished its ABC up. And that's kind of saying that today, because the dollar, no doubt, had every right today to go to the moon,
Right.
Cooking, brother.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Appreciate it, bud.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. There's one of the targets saying oil is back to the lows. Look at this oil deal, right? I mean,
it's a huge move. It is.
It is a huge move, man. And it looks like it's going to go now. If you're looking at our screen, folks, this is delayed, I believe. The oil contract that I have, 40.26.
You can pull it up on the Nadex platform, get that demo, and you'll have live oil.
Exactly, which is
as opposed to in your Bloomberg where you're delayed.
Yeah, because I have to pay a fortune for
I know,
it. Right.
Everybody else. I'm just making the point that you can play with that demo, and sometimes I just pull it up to play with some of these live commodity and index,
which is huge.
Charts.
No, I know. And so the low out here today at 40.07. Look at that. That has volume down there, man. That means that thing was going to go after that once again. And we talk oil. We have our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. He's going to be doing a webinar this coming Thursday, right?
Thursday. So he does his shows on Tuesday and Thursday. His weekly report, Technical Commodity Report, comes out on Thursday mornings.
Yeah.
So he issued one last Thursday. He has another one coming out on Thursday. He's going to do a show 5 till 6 p.m. and then he has a workshop 6:30 till 7. It's all about oil. It's all about the December 4th OPEC meeting coming up. And he's going to bisect and dissect it, and he's going to leave everyone with at least one oil trade from there that they can make with what's going on. And, what's interesting is I'm sure he hasn't pinned down exactly on what that trade is, because there's a lot of stuff going on still in the week in terms of...
Moving.
Yeah.
Everything's moving. Right.
But you can sign up. You can gain access to all the archives of his newsletter. He just put out one Thursday. You get access to one Thursday. You get 30 days. You get that for free. You get the workshop for free. And if you decide to continue, it's still only $79 a month. So that's a great deal.
It's right on the front page of TFNN, folks. So if you go over there, hit the front page, you'll get...
If you haven't tried it, you can just get 30 days free, you know, with the workshop. It's really something that you should... It's worth it. He does a great newsletter. It's 15, 20 pages, bunch of trades, bunch of information. I proofread. I go through it every week, and it's awesome. It is. It takes me a while just to get through it because there's so much info.
You know what's amazing, man, is that, you know, we were at $100 oil, you know, a year and a half ago. Well, actually, no, only a year ago. And now it's $40. It's like, that's pretty intense, man.
It is. And it's a different $40, I think, from when we're down a while back.
Right.
Because when we were down a while back, and when was that, 2009?
Yes.
2008?
Right.
I was really bullish that was going to pop back up, and that would have been a great trade. And I was trying to trade it, and it was just a little tough as it kept sliding. But I had only started playing with it as it got really low, and so I could see that, you know, that was going to pull back. Right now, there's so much more energy. There's so much different variables in the market that is not something that needs to pop back above 50, even 70 anytime soon. It really doesn't.
The thing that blows my mind is that even my own perception, like, wow, you know, it's there, but it looks like it doesn't want to go anywhere. You know what I mean? That there evidently is so much oil. It's almost like the genie's out of the bag. You know, the wizard, the curtains pulled back, that there's more oil in the world than we really realize.
That argument could be made, I'm sure.
Well, it would seem like it's a supply argument, right? If there's more supply,
but you can control the supply too. That has nothing to do with the pond if you're just letting the spigot out at a slow. So I don't. So
there's no doubt.
It wouldn't matter what those numbers are. That's all you can.
And OPEC doesn't control it anymore. That's what it really is saying.
Well, let's go to Andy's workshop Thursday, and he'll talk about that OPEC meeting. Seriously, he talks about the players in OPEC, and you know, in his newsletter, because that matters in terms of Saudi Arabia, and, you know, what they control, and really what OPEC means, and who the players are, and you know, it's not just about maybe OPEC, and maybe it is, but there are certain countries that control what OPEC does at this point, and not the whole cartel.
And that's Saudi Arabia.
That's Saudi Arabia. It is.
Let's go take a look at some of the high-volume stocks in this market right now. You got, we'll go through that. There's another biotech, folks, that's down 66%. That's a killer, man.
I think I saw the headline. They had a lung drug that got pushed back by the FDA. Yeah.
Pushed back, all right, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow. You get Starwood Hotels hot. Now, I think this is getting taken over by Marriott, I think.
I think it's like 12
Marriott
billion.
buying Starwood Hotels at $12.2 billion. So that's going to be pretty well. But let's see. What was that? Okay, emerging surprise winner of a bidding war that reportedly included high. Now, I wonder what the Starwood Hotels are. I should know this, but
I think they could even be
because they're
Holiday Inn. No?
Are they? I think they got a bunch of high-end ones too.
Okay.
But Holiday Inn could be one of them. I mean, most of these high-end hotel companies seem to have quite a bit.
Can you go to their definition? I think their company.
Yeah, I will. Yes. Okay.
It'll mention.
Yeah, it certainly will. Right. Okay. So let's say they own, manage luxury and upscale hotels across the world.
Yeah, so it's not going to be Holiday Inn then.
Company develops and operates vacation interval.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
$12 billion though.
But I like that because I use that Marriott Rewards card all the time.
I know. So now you're going to get to use it in more places.
Totally.
And get comps.
Totally. Because if that Marriott Reward, that's a score, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no doubt about it. Let's take a look at Wrangle Resources, GOLD. So, not enough juice. You know, it's up today at 372,000, but it could use more juice, no doubt about that. The bonds. So bonds, this Eveready bond market is going to blow people's minds again. That's what it looks like. You know, when we started the program, I did the 10 o'clock update. It was 499,000. You're at 566, which is saying you're going to do $1 million and a half.
Sorry, where are you seeing those numbers? Oh, up on the top
very
left.
top.
Okay.
Yeah, right. You know. You do 1 million contracts, you're back inside the range. The real key is going to be, is that really going to go to the highs again? So if we look at these rates, we're at 2.2, which is pretty high compared to where we've been. But it's much higher than the rest of the world.
Yeah.
That's what this thing really shakes out.
And one of the tigers in the den is saying Starwood is Sheridan, maybe. And
okay.
That would make sense. That's why you hear it so often. That rings a bell.
That would totally make sense, right.
Yeah. Sheridan has nice hotels, for sure.
They have great hotels.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at ExxonMobil, XOM. So, yeah, see, these are going to do full counter trend bounces, but that's the oil market, folks. If you're looking for, I like the spread on this. Not yet, but this could come down to 74, 75, and then your range is 74, 75 to like 87.
Yep.
And oil loves to do that.
And where would you give yourself underneath there? If let's say you're at like 75 or 74, where are you looking that?
It would seem there's one right there. So at the top of that is 73.50 and the bottom 72. You don't have to give it much because what should insulate you. You don't want it to get into that 71.38.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I can see. Right.
And then you got to up at those 85. You can see there's some decent juice there.
Yep.
You get a rejection at a lower price, and oil's not going away, man. I mean, and what has happened though, there's no doubt, is that these stocks, are taking in a lot less revenue.
Yes. Oh yeah. Their margins are squeezed, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess the key would be inside the oil stocks is that will the large oils cut back on their dividend?
Okay.
Because if we go to ExxonMobil, you got, look at that's a big yield, man. So the yield on ExxonMobil at this price is inside the Bloomberg saying it's 3.71. You can't make 3.71 on,
Yeah, that's a big number.
And in the CD market, Chevron, CVX, let's just go look at Chevron, 4.82. It's pretty intense, man. That's big yields to own oil. Tom O'Brien, we want to hear from you folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now up 73. Nasdaq's up 3. S&Ps are up 8. Nasdaq's having a hard time getting any traction here.
Yeah.
Gonna be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we got the Dow up 41, Nasdaq's down 5, S&Ps are up 4. Gold's up 340. Bottom line, the bonds continue to hold their strength here. So we got Thanksgiving next week. Hey, how'd you like that Patriots game?
Patriots game? What a game, huh?
Insane.
Those unfortunate Giants fans.
Andy Hecht must be going crazy. Yeah, absolutely. We want to hear from our man Larry, no doubt.
Yeah, totally.
That was amazing, man. What's amazing is that it's just one after the other inside the Patriots. If Brady doesn't do it, Gronkowski does it. Gronkowski does it. What's the kicker's name?
Gostkowski. Yeah. Now he just broke. What was interesting is that that was a 54-yarder, and he broke, I believe, Adam Vinatieri's record for most field goals on that kick, and there's something like 260 something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's quite a game. You know, you had 4th down conversion. Now, you know what's interesting is I talk to my friends about, so you look at things in like a risk reward, and I'm always saying that the NFL doesn't manage the clock as well as they should have. And the Giants had some opportunities to run the clock down a little bit better than they maybe should have.
Yep. No doubt. That's what the Tigers are saying in the den. I know.
Well, I didn't even see that as I started talking about it. They did, you know, and I always harp on my friends, but.
Larry Pesavento, what's going on?
Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis.
I love how you start the program off like that. I just love it. I want to copy it. It's so good, Larry. Man. It's unbelievable.
Well, I'd like to have the music from the wedding feast of.
That's right. All right, we're gonna work on that today. Everyone will have to tune into Larry's show tomorrow morning. It's gonna kick off with it. There we go. We'll make it happen.
I have been doing this for a very long time. As you know, I have never seen charts that look this bearish, my friend. I think there's something really bad coming out there. I don't know what it is, but boy, it certainly looks ominous to me.
Over the weekend, even just looking at this, so picture something, folks. Okay, it's wicked. It's a two-way deal here because I'm bearish in the marketplace, but at the same time, we have this real estate fund, but real estate, and been moving houses out. And I'm saying to myself, I know how this goes. Meaning, probability-wise, if the market gets hit, it's 8 months later that the real estate market gets hit.
Yep.
It's like okay. So I agree, Larry. Listen, I'm Tommy, I was just bringing up that 2011. The retails are down at that level. The S&P, that's the last time we had volume. That's a long way down, man.
Sure is.
And I think
one of our dinners asked, why I like to start out with the words from, Eddie Murphy and Dan
Trading Places. Yeah.
It's because of Trading Places. 1983, my best friend and I, Jay Cross, went to the movies there in Lake Point Towers in Chicago, and we sat through it 3 times. About 8 years later, they were doing an auction in Philadelphia. The Wells Fargo building is where the Duke and Dirk offices were.
Okay.
They were auctioning off the partner's desk where Eddie Murphy planted the drugs, if you remember.
Sure.
Off the bank, and Jay bought that desk for $1,000.
No way! Oh, how cool!
That is so cool.
That was a lot of money in '88.
Sure.
Yeah. No doubt.
Anyway. That was filmed in the Orange Juice Pit. It was Orange Juice Market, but it was filmed in the Silver Pit, and all those traders in there were silver traders in the movie. And several of my friends, of course, were in that movie in the trading pit. But that's why I've seen that movie probably 70 or 80
it's
times.
An awesome movie,
I enjoy it so
it
much.
Is so cool.
I do too.
That's why I started out that way. I just like the movie.
What Larry's talking about, I read his newsletter, his weekly newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7. It's awesome, so people should check that out as well.
Larry,
have a good time.
love
See
you,
later,
pal.
buddy.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
Stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chavez coming up next. Steve Rhodes, Dave, and we'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks. Stay right there. Basil's coming right up.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.